Welcome to Hope's Point. I'm Scott.
And I'm Adam, and this is the 317.
We want to thank you for joining us today.
If you're joining us for the first time, please fill out a connection card so we have a record of your visit.
This week is part of my favorite time of year. It's Christmas.
Because of the food?
Not just the food. It's a time to join loved ones, the ones you actually get to be picky about inviting this year, and to celebrate our Savior's birth.
But also the food.
Yeah. This year has been interesting with all the sciencey science and the restrictive restrictions, and it may not seem too conducive to celebrate.
But here at the 317, we wanted to help prepare you for this quarantine Christmas.
That's right. As family members arrive, ask them to wait outside until you have sprayed them down with an aerosol disinfectant. Toe to head, shoulder to shoulder, kind of like a blessing.
Even though this is not proven to reduce the chances of catching anything, we recommend you do it, especially if you have that special family member.
We also recommend designating one person to serve all the food. Adam will demonstrate as I explain. If the food item is solid, such as bread or turkey or Aunt Betsy's casserole, use the tongue toss. Simply grip and toss. If the food is soft, such as corn or green beans or that congealed Jell-O salad that no one ever really eats, use the scoop and launch method. These methods will minimize contact and cross-contamination of the food.
We realize that these tips may leave you with many questions. If that is the case, please contact Pastor Moore for any and all clarifications.
Anyway, be sure to check out all our social media pages and even listen to past sermons at hopespoint.com.
Since we will not be having connection groups in person, Fred Shelton has offered to lead online Bible studies. You can contact him at the email below to check on times.
We also want to remind you that you can give online or place your offering in the plates on the back tables on your way out. The ministry of Hope's Point keeps going, even when we're not here in the building.
Please take a moment right now to silence your mobile devices.
That said, sit back.
Choose carefully what family members get to come to Christmas this year.
And let's worship together.
How many of you are ready for the dark clouds to lift? How many are ready to have some rejoicing? Thank you so much for the song, Tiffany. That was so perfect for what we're going to be seeing today. Disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadow put to flight. Wow, how perfect for what we're going to experience today. And by the way, I do want to just mention again, we have more of our people who are battling with this virus. And I just got a text from Mike and Susan Sullivan. They have COVID. And Bonnie Rogan was rushed to the hospital a couple of days ago. She has COVID. She's in major hospital. Susan and Mike aren't, but Bonnie then, yesterday we found out Bonnie also has double pneumonia on top of that, and she's not doing well. We need to pray for her. Every week we have new people, and I understand the ladies are in quarantine. Is that correct? From the Grace House, and there are probably others, but every week we've had new families, new individuals who have come in contact, who have been sick, and so we need to be praying hard. Special thanks to Ralph and Nancy who are keeping us all posted on the one call. If you're not on one call, you need to get in touch with Ralph and Nancy and get on the one call. We have about 100 people in the church that are on the one call, and that way they can stay in touch and they can be informed and can go to prayer for the special needs that we have right now in the church, among our church family. And that's just our church, and of course other churches are also suffering. So today I'm trying to, over these last several weeks, been trying to give messages that would help us to get through some of these dark times. 4 weeks ago I brought a message on darkness, how that darkness seems to be a part of our Christian journey, that most of our journeying as a Christian is in the night. Most of our growth happens at night, just like in nature. The plants, the fruit, the grain grows mostly at night. So it is in our own lives. And then a couple of weeks ago, we dealt with Elijah and the darkness that Elijah walked through in depression. And I understand last week, Rick really rung the bell last week. I haven't had a chance to read, I read his outline. I didn't get a chance to listen to his message, but I will on the attitude of gratitude. And so today we're going to just take a song. It's called It Is Well With My Soul, written about 150 years ago by Horatio Spafford. You saw the little video about his life, just a little clip there of the misfortune and the heartache and the sorrow that inspired that song. But I want you to see how that song is also related to Christmas. So without any further introduction, Hugh Bonneville was one of the lead actors on Downton Abbey. Downton Abbey is a series of videos, I guess, I don't know, what would you call that, Downton Abbey? Series of stories and the TV series. I watched some of it because it's cheaper than alimony. I watched it with my wife, you know. So she said, honey, don't you like this? This is history about World War I. I said, yeah, I like watching grass grow and watching paint dry, and I love it like a toothache and hemorrhoids and all that other thing, So I don't know. I mean, no, not really, honey, not really. So she got into really Downton Abbey, and she likes the history stuff and all of that. I mean, if I like to get to the plot, get to it, and let's end this movie, I don't like to see this thing go on and on. But that's Downton Abbey. But Hugh Bonneville is the narrator. You'll be blessed. This is the story. This was a concert, a Christmas concert that was conducted in 2019, last Christmas. It's 16 minutes long, so I'm going to give up 16 minutes of my time today. But at the end of the 16 minutes of the video, I have 6 questions I want to ask you for you to answer. It's not 6 points of a sermon. It's just 6 questions that we're going to ask ourselves together. And I promise you'll get out right on time because we did the first service and we will this service as well. So don't let the 6 trip you up there. So it's not going to. But anyway, enjoy the video. It's well with my soul. The true story behind and the full story behind the song, It Is Well With My Soul. No song was sang anymore other than Amazing Grace during 9/11, during the time of our nation's great sorrow. And I think we're in one of those seasons right now. I think this song would do us well.